So, in light of the chat we just had over our cup of tea,
Yeah.
want to just do some maintaining control.
Yeah.
Stuff. Now it's an area that quite a lot of PDIs struggle with, because things can get out of hand quickly.
Yeah.
And you can then feel hopeless and overwhelmed.
Yeah.
So if we just set it up, there's a turning on the left here to reverse into.
Right.
So if we just set it up that I'm just going to do that, and I'm going to try and get everything wrong.
Right.
And you're going to stop me.
Yeah.
Does that sound about
yeah,
right?
That sounds right.
Okay.
Let's do that.
Now,
so I'll put all this in there.
If you want, yeah. So it's really, if you like, a very high level talk through. You're going to micromanage this in a way that there's nowhere for me to go.
Right.
We're not going to bother about analysing and fixing, you're just going to stop me doing it.
Yeah.
Is that about right?
Yeah.
You're not ready for business.
I do. Got my glasses on. So we're going to stop and then start.
Yeah.
That's always way forward, isn't it? Stopping and starting. Right, just stop there. Did you check your blind spot properly?
Oh, I thought I did.
All right then, what can you see? Tell me what's over there.
Oh, there's a road.
Yeah. And there's a pile of leaves, can you see that?
Yeah, yeah. I see them just at the end of the wall.
Okay. Right, stop right there. Are you in reverse?
Oh,
No, you're not.
All right.
Right, can I just talk about that?
Okay.
So, if you accidentally go forwards and you're expecting to go backwards,
Yeah.
what will you be doing if you're going backwards correctly?
I'm not sure what you mean.
Right, you'd be looking out the back window, wouldn't
Oh,
you?
right. Oh, right. Yeah.
Alright. So, if you're looking out the back window and you've put your car into first gear, you'll go forwards, but you won't be looking.
All right.
Now,
Yeah.
what if a child ran out from one of these houses
All right.
and then they ran out onto the road and
Fair
you've
enough.
gone forwards and you've been looking backwards?
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
It's,
Yeah. I see what you're saying.
it's bad, that, isn't it?
It is. Yeah.
Alright, so how are you going to make sure you go in reverse? Show me how you go into reverse.
Like that.
Is that
Is that
definitely
right?
reverse?
I think so.
I'll tell you what, why don't you have a look round and see if you go backwards first of all.
All right.
So, right, that's
All
enough.
right.
So you're in reverse now.
All
Now, how
right.
did you put it in reverse?
I lifted this little button up.
Right, okay.
I
So-
don't think I did that before.
Just practice it one more time. You did it again, did you?
Yeah. Yeah.
Lifted the button up. Alright, do you want to try it again?
Yeah.
Right, you're not lifting the button up there, it's fine.
Yeah. It goes against it. Then when you lift the button, it goes
Oh,
a
yeah.
little bit, doesn't it?
Okay. Right. As long
Yeah.
as you're doing it properly.
Yeah. I think that's it.
Okay, so before we start off, you need to do your observations again, don't you?
All right. Yeah.
Fresh set of observations.
All right. Yeah.
Right, what about your blind spot?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Right, stop right there. Don't know why I'm stopping you yet, but just do some fresh observations. Alright, you've got a fair bit to go, haven't you, before your corner?
Yeah.
Okay. So, when you get to your corner, oh, well, we'll talk about reference points when we get there, actually.
Oh, all right then.
Okay. So, go up, do your observations. Fresh set of observations. Right, no, you're not doing them properly, are you? Right. So if you look round the car, so if you look in this direction, look round the car. Sorry, actually, you need to start with your right blind spot.
Oh,
Start with your right blind
Oh,
spot.
yeah.
Yeah, and then look round the car and then out the back window
All right. Yeah.
and the way that you're going. Okay, right, just stop there for a moment. Right, now where are you in relation to the curb? Can you see?
We're getting close to the corner, aren't
Yeah, you're actually all right there. You're running along quite nicely.
Right.
Why don't you give yourself a reference point now and start to think about? Can you see the ideal width from the road is a drainage
we? All right.
grid? So would you say you're about a drainage grid away from the curb there?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I would say. So why don't you give yourself a reference point now and measure something up compared to the curb?
Well, it's like with that the chrome door handle bit there. Just
Yeah.
that's that just about lines up.
Alright, so will you remember that and use that as a reference point again?
Yeah, can do, yeah.
Alright then, well I'll remind you of that next time, because we'll give this a few runs.
Alright, okay.
Okay, so we're going to start again, remembering your reference points. Sorry, remembering your blind spot.
Oh,
Alright, just stop there for a moment. Now, where are we now? Still got a little way to go, haven't we? Were you looking out your back window then?
Yeah.
No, I think you need to look out the back window.
Oh, right.
That way, so you need to, yeah, right round.
Oh, right.
Okay.
Oh, right.
Alright, so let's do your blind spot again. Now, do you know why you need to look out the back window?
No.
Because that's the way you're going.
It's just easier to see the curve on this one.
Yeah, but you should be looking for your curve in here. We've talked about this.
Oh, right, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright. Now, when we get into a position where we can line up the back, sometimes it's easier to line up the back. It'll depend. Some cars are different, so sometimes you'll find that lining up the back's best for your reference point,
right.
and sometimes you'll find it's best down there,
right.
looking in your mirror. Okay.
Right. Oh, okay.
So we'll talk about that when we get there. We're not quite there yet. So if you do your observations again, so right shoulder, right round. Alright, now just stop there for a moment. That's it. Well done. So we're getting near the curve now.
Yeah.
In a moment, sorry, near the first reference point where we would start to turn. Okay. So we're not quite there yet. So just do your observations again. Okay, so look out the back window. That's it. Okay, so take your handbrake off and... No, look out the back window. That window. Right, just stop there. Okay, now did you see that person?
Oh, yeah.
That man? Okay. Now you need to be mindful of people that are walking around. Alright.
There's another one there.
Yeah. Well, there is. He's quite far away, but he could come up, couldn't he? So we'll just keep an eye on people because we are...
that car.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, we're still in reverse. Okay, so do you want to try setting off again?
Yeah.
So we're going to start turning now. Okay,
right.
so we're going to steer to the right. No, we're not. We're going to steer to the left.
Alright.
Okay, so if you steer about a quarter, no, that would be too far. That would be a half. Okay, and now you're dry steering.
Oh.
So keep it there. And when we start moving next time, we'll turn it a quarter. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Do you have an idea what a quarter is? What would you say a quarter?
So if that's straight, that a quarter.
No, that would be half.
Is that not half?
Oh yeah, it is actually. Yeah. Sorry. Yeah. So about a quarter.
So about there.
Yeah.
But not that much.
Right. Okay. You dry steering.
All right.
I'll just explain that to you. When you dry steer, when you're stationary, you put a lot of strain on the steering mechanism.
Does it? All
yeah.
right.
It also wears your tyres down.
All right.
So you need to not do that.
Oh, okay.
Okay. It's not good practice.
All right. Okay.
To dry steer, and it'll
Okay.
put strain on your engine and cost you money.
All right.
And you don't want that, do you?
No.
No.
Oh, this is your car, so it doesn't matter.
Right. Okay. So let's continue doing what we're doing, and now we need to start steering. So next time we're doing the same again. Checking your blind spot.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Just check it properly. You need to be 100% convinced there's no one there.
Yeah.
100% convinced.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. So set off again, and then steer to the left a quarter, like we talked about. Right. Okay. So remember I talked to you about dry steering?
Oh yeah.
You weren't quite moving then, so start moving and then steer.
All right. So that's off again.
Yeah, but you just dry steered to go back again, haven't you?
Didn't it?
Right. We'll talk about that in a moment.
I'll try not to be so stupid.
Okay. So have a look at your blind spot.
Yeah.
Press check my observations. Right. So start to set off. Set off back and then steer. That's it. Now keep still with that. You might need to steer some more. Okay. Right, stop there. Stop. Now, when we swung the front of the car out, we weren't paying attention to the road that we were leaving.
Right.
And sometimes, and obviously there's cars coming down this road and you're swinging the front of your car out.
Right.
So if somebody was behind you and you swung your car out, what would you do? You'd have a crash, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
So you need to... I know we were stopping and doing our observations as we went along, but we didn't pay enough attention just before we started steering.
All right.
Okay.
Okay, head roll. I'll pop back around the corner. Tell me about that.
Well, there was a lot, even then, just going at that speed and doing it, wasn't there?
How was it working?
Well, I didn't get on top of steering very well. I didn't think.
Okay.
I did try to talk about the dry steering and move and try to explain that.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I can't really ask you why you're doing it because it's obvious why you're doing it.
That's fine. I mean, you've talked to me about it'll wear the steering out and stuff, so you brought me on board. I've said to you, well, I'll try not to be stupid next time. So I'm sort of buying it.
Yeah, means you might be.
Maybe. So tell me about my observations. Have you controlled that?
Well, I thought that we were stopping along the way, but then as we started to do the manoeuvre, I think I started to relax a little bit for some reason.
What happened then?
Well, I was thinking about the steering and getting that right. I think, no, we're not quite right with this yet. And then I'm probably diversifying. I'm thinking, how can I get this right? How can I get this right? And in the meantime, the observations have gone out the window.
So if you were doing that again, what would you do different?
Stop you again, more regularly.
Absolutely.
I feel a bit like I'm stopping you too much, though, as we're going along.
Are you on top of the job?
Well, yeah.
The very second you stopped stopping me, bang, we're in the middle of the road.
Yeah.
Just gives me the opportunity. We're also downhill here.
Yeah.
So I can, as we get to the corner, it goes downhill a bit more, so I'm able to let the speed of the car build up.
Yeah.
And then, you can steer a bit more. So I put the right amount of steering on.
Yeah.
So I'm complying here because you know, you're asking me to do it, so I'm doing it.
Yeah.
But the speed's too much, so stop. So what's happening? How are we now? Oh, we're going a bit wide.
Yeah.
What can we do about that? I'm not right sure. Should we go forward if you think it'll help? Yes, let's go forward.
So when we'd actually completed the turn, but we were too wide, was that too late to then go forward and start again?
Not at all.
Right, okay.
But best thing, stop. Now, there's something else that's at play. Tell me about my clutch control.
You seem alright with it? Ish. Well, you did
Tell me
something.
about that. Tell me about
did you have
ish.
your foot on your brake at one point?
No.
Oh,
It's
I don't know.
my clutch control isn't brilliant, but it's not manifested itself as a problem just yet.
No.
Why do you think that is?
Because we're not round the bend and it's uphill the bend.
A little bit, but also the speed's never been allowed to pick up, has it?
No.
Because you've been on top of it. Stop.
Right, I'm with you.
So how will that manifest itself later? You cure all those faults and you come back around here, and then you're just going to use Q and A. That clutch control might become a problem.
Yeah.
Because you're not stopping me as regularly.
Yeah.
So just be aware that you'll just deal with it when it comes to it.
Right. But I've not noticed that there's a clutch problem because we've not gone fast enough.
Correct.
Right.
Which is fine.
Yeah.
You're still in control of things.
Yeah.
You're asking me to do stuff. You're checking that I'm doing it, which is nice.
Yeah.
And you're making me do it. No. Come on, no, that window. No,
Yeah.
no, there.
Yeah.
No, not like that.
Yeah.
No, just show me that again. Do it again. No, you dive steer again. Oh, sorry.
But at one point I noticed that we were looking back, but you were looking out of this window rather than the back window.
Very common one.
Yeah. But then I thought, if I was backing up normally, there might be times where I would look out that window briefly. Or...
glance there.
Yeah.
When look there.
Right.
I was looking there and glancing there.
Right.
But you picked up on it.
Right.
And you're on top of it. So this is, manoeuvres can get away from you really quickly.
Yeah.
So sometimes
Yeah.
the speed's an issue.
Yeah.
And you're saying stop, but you're still hurtling towards the corner. So we might need to take action ourselves.
Yeah.
So let's have a little try at that.
Right, okay.
So I'm going to move back a little quickly.
Right.
You see if you can control me.
Okay, stop right there.
So I've stopped, but I haven't stopped terribly quickly.
No. So I've got to say stop more sternly. Right, stop. So it's right from when you're setting off, isn't it? Even before.
Or
Oh, I've not used them.
let's have a little go, shall we?
Oh, this feels alien. I might have to pretend there's an accelerator there just to remember.
We'll let the cyclist go first.
The what?
The cyclist behind us. We don't want to scare him.
No. We don't want to scare me. Did I do that?
You did. So, you give it back?
Yeah. Right. But hold on a minute. Can I do a dry run?
Go on then.
Oh. Oh.
So you're on it straight away.
Yeah.
You'll need to use a bit more pressure on that one than you would do on this one.
Oh, right,
I'll
okay.
take us forward again.
Why?
Because it operates on cables, you don't get the same feel.
No. Okay. Yeah.
So, do you want to just control the speed of the car going
Oh,
backwards?
yeah. Can I?
Yeah.
I feel
I'll
like
set
I've
some
got to
gas.
look. Hey, this is me.
So if you needed to demonstrate, you can do it from that seat. This is the speed I'm talking about.
Would you do that on an exam?
You might need to, you might not.
Oh, it feels well weird. Are you looking for where we're going? But I've still got to watch you.
Yeah. just did that.
Naughty boy. Oh, how am I slowing down? No, I'm not. Are you doing something?
No,
Oh,
it's
I'm
not.
I'm not. I'm pressing and nothing's happening.
Okay, now we'll take it forward. Again, I'll set a bit of gas.
Whoa, that's alien. That's proper alien, that. Do I need to stop? Right.
Again, take us back around the corner.
Okie doke. I have to think. Do you want me to stop and then do your observations? Okay. So look out the back window. Okay, I'm going to stop again, do your observations. Has somebody come out of one of the houses?
No, they haven't.
Okay, which window are you looking at? Why do you look out the back window and not the
Get
side
the
one?
best view, don't you? You said before, there'll be some pedestrians.
Okay, right, stop by. Go and stop you again, so look around again. Blind spot. Has anyone come out?
No.
Good. Okay, back window again. Why is it important we look out the back window?
It gives you the best view, you
But
said.
you're not doing it.
No, I'm not.
I know you've got a sore neck, but let's do this properly. Okay, so we're going to do it again. Look around the car. Blind spot. Was that a good one?
Oh, right,
Back window. Right, we'll come to the bottom of this back window. Right, so now we need to start staring. So do your observations again. Now what are you looking out for this time?
It's cars coming this way.
Yeah, and also,
I'm coming behind you.
yeah, so you've done your blind spot properly.
Yeah.
Right. So right, steer to the left. Okay, you might need to steer a bit more. No, not that much. Less steering. Take some steering off. Okay, do those observations again. Just double check. There's no one there. Good. Alright, now stop. Now why are we stopping?
Oh, there's a car coming here.
That's right. Did you see that car?
I didn't know.
No, why didn't you see it?
I'm not sure.
Because you weren't looking.
All right.
Okay, so what's really important?
Oh, you look through the back window.
Yeah. Okay. Now, can you see another car?
Oh, yeah.
Wow, did you see that?
Oh, he was over this side, wasn't he?
Yeah. So what do you need to do?
I'll leave it checking over that side.
Check your blind spot.
Well, they can sneak up on you, can't they?
They can. Exactly. They can sneak up on you. But you didn't see them, so that's, you're not looking, you're not doing your observations properly.
Right. Oh, okay.
You could have caused an accident then.
Right.
It's a good job I was looking, isn't it?
It is.
Okay, so do those observations again. Double check. Right. Now, can you see that man? Just stare a bit more.
Oh yeah. Yes.
Okay. You're keeping an eye on me. He might come and be a problem in a minute, might he?
I think he's seen us.
Just have a look that way. Because you're swinging the front of your car out.
Oh, right, yeah.
You're on this side of the road, so you're a problem to them people on this side.
Yeah, he's
of the
waiting
road.
for us.
Right. Okay, so now correct your steering. Just take your steering off. That's it. Okay, so just correct. Have a look for your reference points.
Oh yeah.
Okay. What am I doing now? Oh, I know. So steer the other way. Try and correct yourself so that you're running parallel to the curb. Remember the reference point we talked about?
Oh, right, yeah.
Right, when this man's just passed. Right, I'm going to stop you right there. I want you to think about that reference point and tell me about it.
I was lining that up before, but I can't do that if I'm looking out the back window.
That's true, but you can glance there, can't you? So if we make regular stops, when we stop, that's the opportunity to look for your reference points.
I'll pop back around the corner.
Are you doing it?
No, you do it.
Okay. I keep letting you move things go against me.
Yeah. You've not done it before.
Yeah. It's well weird that. Do you want me to stop here?
Yeah.
Now I feel like I need to put my handbrake on. Can I let go?
Yeah. Tell me about that. How was all that? How did, what has that got us?
It was good. I felt more in control.
Okay.
So it meant that I could stop when I wanted to stop and then tell you what to do.
Okay. So tell me about the observations. Tell me about...
I felt like I had more time to make sure you did them because I was the one controlling when you started and when you stopped. And it actually made me think about it a bit more as well, I think.
Well, you got time.
Yeah.
You managed to make some lovely points about the observation. Now, did you see that one there? Oh, I didn't see him. They sneak up on you, don't they? That's me in roll telling you, yeah, you've done a good job there. It's well done. So why didn't you see him? Oh, I don't know. Oh, I was looking at the back window. Yeah, you said.
Yeah. So we needed to get to the bottom of that.
Well, I think you've probably done that, haven't you?
Well, I don't
Really?
know because you kept doing it. So I've not.
Yeah,
I need
but-
to send. Oh, so I got to the reminder point, didn't I? So we got to that column because I was reminding you. So then I need to get to the point where I'm saying, now, do you want to try that on your own?
You could do, but you might not get that far.
No.
But that's okay because I've given you a hint that I'm on side because you were saying, can you see that fella? I was like, oh yeah, he looks like he's waiting for us. So I'm telling you, and he was.
Yeah.
So I'm telling you that I've done
Yeah.
my observations right there. So it's really about micromanaging it to that level. Now you don't need to be using those dual controls to make that happen.
No.
The time it went wrong on the one before is when you relaxed that level of control and you give me the option of just shooting backwards and going in the middle of the road. Stop. Just get me to stop. Just stop.
Yeah.
Stop. Right, check around. Well, it doesn't matter if you're stopping loads of times. You say, nah, look, we're stopping a lot. If he says, we're stopping a lot. So, well, we are at the minute, but of course, we're going to gradually get used to not stopping maybe as much. But
Yeah.
at this point, we're just trying to get everything in place.
Yeah.
So you're really making sure. Now, if you'd applied that on the session that we were discussing before, would that have made a difference?
Yeah, probably. I don't know. We struggled to get started, but I did think about this the night before actually, because I thought it's probably a good thing to say, right, we're about to do this, and just after your brief, you might say, right, now we're going to do this a couple of times to practice. You might find that I stop you a few times, but that's to try and maybe prevent you from making common mistakes, or just to keep on top of things, or to give you time to think about what you might want to do next. You might want to say that to them.
Yeah, that's fine.
But at least or you could sort of say, you know, try not to get frustrated. You might find it frustrating. But we will do this a few times, and then the more we can talk about it, during the process of it and stopping it, the better you'll be when you start to take a little bit of control about yourself. You could say
I think certainly for the first attempt at anything on the exam,
yeah.
you need that level of control. That talk through needs to be in that detail, and nothing happens unless you say so. So in light of that, would it be useful, do you think, to just do some other stuff? I don't know, maybe basic junctions?
Yeah.
You talk me through it, and I'll only do what you tell me to do.
Right, this worries me a little bit because...
Unless it's unsafe, in which case I'll comply.
Okay, because I feel like the junction work comes up on you really, really fast.
Well, we've got a nice little loop we can use around here.
Right, let's do the loop-de-loop.
End of the road, we'll go right. I'm only going to do what you tell me to do in terms of junction approach. Move it off and stop it, I can do.
Right, so you're going to do all your observations.
This is the first time I've done T-junctions emerging.
So T-junctions and... right, okay.
End of the road, turn right.
So at the end of the road, we're going to turn right. So do I start talking to you now, just out of roll, about the T-junction?
Yeah.
Right, okay, so we're coming towards the T-junction now. I want you to tell me, do you think, right, first of all, just knock off the speed a little bit. Slow down. Right, so I want you to stop. Right, now just before you go anywhere, there's nothing behind, so we can stop for a while.
Okay.
Right. I want to talk to you about this now. Where do you think the stop line is? I know there's not a stop line on the road.
It's like level with the curb.
Right, well I think you've actually gone a little bit over that.
Oh, yeah, right.
Okay, so what you'll need to do, well, you should have stopped sooner.
Right.
So it's okay, what we'll do is we'll find a road where we can stop you and we can find a reference point for you.
Oh, okay.
So that next time you can judge it for yourself.
Alright, okay.
Properly. Okay, so can you understand why this would be dangerous?
Yeah.
Can you imagine if there was a cyclist coming down the road?
Yeah,
And you've overshot the stop mark, and you'll cause them to swerve out to avoid you, and you're actually putting them into the stream of traffic, aren't you? I know there's nothing at the moment, which is ideal, but if you're on a busier road,
right,
that would be dangerous, wouldn't it? You'd cause an accident.
Yeah, fair enough.
Okay. Right.
Okay,
So
we'll go right here.
okay, so we're going to go right. So have you put your indicator on? There you go. Now, why is it important to use your indicator?
Well, actually, let people know what you're doing.
It is, yes. You just cancelled it. So.
Follow
Right.
the road round to the right, and then at the end of that road, we'll turn right.
So we're going to follow. What was that?
Follow the road round. End of the road, we'll turn right.
Right, so we're going to follow the road around, and then at the end of the road, we're going to go right. Now, let's talk about T-junctions. Now, I know you've just overshot that one slightly, so let's be mindful on this one about slowing down for a start. So slow right down now. Right now. About 10 miles an hour, maybe 5. 5 miles an hour I want you to go. Right. Now put your clutch down and brake and stop. Stop. Now, stop. Okay, that's it. Now, we're not quite up to the T-junction here, but I want you to start thinking about your positioning. Alright. So, we're going left.
We'll go to the right.
Oh, sorry, we're going to the right. So
you said it's a nice little loop.
yeah, you've positioned here, because it's quite a narrow road, isn't it? When you're turning right normally, can you remember from your theory what you would normally do?
Go forward to about halfway and then turn.
Yeah, you'd position yourself just left of the centre line. Now I know this road hasn't got a centre line on it, but we'll find something that will indicate to us where the centre is.
Okay.
All right. So for now, what we'll need to get an idea of where the ideal place to stop is. Okay. So what I'm going to get you to do in a minute is gently. You're in first, aren't you?
Yeah.
Right. So gently let your foot off the clutch and then off the brake. So you're going to roll forward because we're on a hill. Okay. And then put it back on the brake. Right. Well, stop there. Stop. That's it. Right. Now that will take you roughly to the end of the road. Okay. So if you look through your mirror there.
Yeah.
Look at the pavement. Can you see where perhaps the pavement runs into the bottom of your mirror?
Yeah, it's about level at the bottom of it,
Yeah?
yeah.
Okay. Now, will you remember that and use that as your reference point?
Yeah, I think so.
And that should enable you to get properly to the end of the road, but not where you're going to overstep the lines so that you're protruding into the road.
Okay.
Okay. So will you remember that?
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
You think so? All right.
So, pull us around the corner.
All right.
I'm
not convinced that you're going to remember this reference point. So what can I do now?
No, I probably will.
Really? Was that enough?
Tell me how that was.
Well, it was all right because I made you stop.
Okay.
It's quite a narrow road, that.
So if you ever think you've just delivered your brief,
Yeah.
basically what you want to do is deliver your brief again.
Yeah.
On the move.
Right.
So have a think about that for a second.
So, mirror signal manoeuvre. Yeah. Yeah.
Now then, in order to get it in time for us to arrive at that stop line, at the giveaway line at the top,
Yeah.
we'll assume there's one there, it's an unmarked. Where do you need to start your talk through?
Here.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Better to be too early
Yeah.
than too late.
Yeah.
If you wait till you get round the corner, you
Yeah.
never have enough time.
No.
And you're always going to be saying, stop, 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 stop. Now, you got me to stop, which is great.
Yeah.
But then you've got a whole lot of stuff to talk about. It's like, oh my God, oh.
Yeah, I'm not even saying nearly half of it, am I? But you know what's difficult for me? You're saying that we went right round there. I can't think now where we went right because I can't see from here where the road is right. So how do I know when to start talking if I don't know where the road is?
When did I tell you we were going to go right at the end of the road?
Ah, right. So is that the clue?
Immediately.
Immediately, right.
So
okay.
I told you when we were about level with that post box. Start your talk through straight off.
Right.
Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to check our mirror. We're going to signal as long as it's not going to confuse. So pop
Yep.
signal on.
Yeah.
Think about your position now.
Yeah.
Where's our position? Oh God, it's just inside the middle of the road, so just move ourselves across to there.
Yeah.
We're going to reduce our speed, and on these
Right.
first few, we're probably going to stop and start again.
Right.
Until we get used to that system, and then we'll look at maybe doing a roll in and a check on the way in. So we're going to stop at the line. We're going to gently
Right.
brake and clutch down into first.
Yeah.
Handbrake on.
Right.
Can we go?
Right.
I'm not sure. Well, there's plenty of room here, so we're going to move forward to the centre line. Now steer, round you go, bang, done.
Right.
That level of control.
Okay. Right.
So another go.
Yes. Yeah. It's
So as
coming
soon
back
as
to me
he
now.
says to you,
Yeah.
tell me to the next one on the right. To the next one on the right. Check your mirror.
Right. Yeah.
So we'll go something along the lines of. Get me to turn right at the end of the road.
So I want you to turn right at the end of the road. So middle mirror, off gas, middle mirror, right mirror, signal right. Position yourself just left of centre line. And go about 5 miles an hour now. Now expect to have to stop. Be prepared to stop, be prepared to stop. Right, slow down, and I want you to stop. Clutch down, stop. How did that go?
Did I do everything?
You signalled.
Right in front of this guy. Where do they go?
I got it in.
We're not bothering about fault analysis anyway. Just talk me through it.
It went better.
So
but you
again,
have to-
here I said follow the road round to the right and then go right at the end of the road. So I'm giving you the opportunity
Yeah,
to start now.
Yeah, right. So when we get round this corner, we're
You
going
can
to
still
go
talk to me
right.
about it now,
Yeah.
can't you?
So, what's your MSM?
Well, it's
So,
mirror, yeah.
manoeuvre. Position yourself, speed, and gear. There's a lot on this, isn't there? There's a
There is.
lot. There's a lot. Is it one of the harder ones? This one, do you think, or not?
It depends.
Right. Okay.
So just talk me through each phase of it.
Okay.
So I'm going to continue round this loop.
Right. Okay.
You make it happen.
All right.
I'll pick the speed up.
Okay.
You talk me through the approach.
Okay. Right. So
Right at the end of the road.
at the end of the road, we're going to go right. So slow down. So about 10 miles an hour. Middle mirror. Sorry. Middle mirror. Right mirror. Signal right. Be prepared to stop. Cover your brakes. Slow down. Stop. Stop. Right.
Now, I would make him stop.
Yeah.
I'll be prepared. We're going to come to a stop at the end of the road.
All right. We're going to come to a stop. Right. So then I need to make you look left, right, and left at very minimum, haven't I? But then keep looking, and then look in the direction you're moving to.
So remember, I know how to move off. It's just T-junctions emerge and I've not done. So you just talk me through the process.
Oh right, so you're all right with the moving off. I don't need to go into detail about that.
For now, it's just a case of just getting me to do the
All right.
right observations. So
Okay.
just again,
So-
talk me through it at the end
So
of the road.
around
Right.
this bend, we're going to go, at the end of the road, we're going to go right. So we're going to start the MSM now. Okay, so mirror, signal. Okay, so position yourself just left of centre line. Slow right down, so 5 miles an hour. You're going to have to stop, so I want you to stop. Okay, so when you get to the line, stop, stop, stop now. Remember in your reference point. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
All right. So, right, yeah.
Okay, talk me through the observations. So I can move off, but I've not done a T-junction image.
Oh, what now? Oh, right, so I want you to look left and then right, and then left again as a bare minimum. When you're happy that it's clear, you need to look in the direction you're moving in. But just take a final little check to the left as well. Okay. Now this car wants to come in this road. Oh. When you're happy, you can go. Okay. So we're going to go right again. Okay. So at the end of this road, I want you to go right. So middle mirror. And off the gas. Middle mirror, right mirror, signal right. Right, slow right down now. You're going to have to stop. I want you to stop. So remember in your reference points.
So careful about using the word stop in a moving vehicle. So we're going to roll up to the lane and come to a halt, or roll up to the lane and come to a stop, or stop at the lane.
Right.
Or
okay.
at the lane I want you to come to a stop.
Oh, right.
So careful about the wordage.
All right then.
Kitty cat.
Yeah. Okay, so just around this bend, we're going to go to the end of the road and turn right. Okay. So, so middle mirror, right mirror, signal right. Now I want you to slow right down, right down. Okay, I want you to go to about 5 miles an hour. I want you to roll up to the stop line, and then I want you to stop. Okay, so just make sure your signal continues, because it flipped off then, didn't it? Okay, so you're slowing down, just have a quick glance in your middle mirror. I want you to come to a stop now, so stop, stop, stop. Okay, so you're in the right gear, so put yourself into first, that's it. Now have a look round. Left, right, left again.
Sometimes confusing with which, so this is right.
Oh,
That's okay. So we need to find a fix for that.
yeah.
How else could you describe that?
Right, left. Have I said
Just
the wrong way around each time? I have,
equal number of looks
right.
in both directions.
Equal number of looks in both directions. Right, okay.
And a final look in the direction you're going.
Yeah, okay then.
Then there's no issue with right and left then, is there?
No. So
So
equal
we've taken
number.
it out of the equation.
Yes, oh, thanks. We need that. Yeah.
So it's just about, because I can drive the car, it's just about the processes that you want in place. Let me give you a for example. Well, you'll say, okay, I'd like you to turn right at the end of the road. Okay, we'll go right at the end of the road. First things first. Interior mirror, right mirror. Put your signal on. Get your position right, just inside the lane. Now we need to kill the speed. So we're going to just gently roll up to this lane and stop when we get there. So just gently braking, a little bit more, just before we stop. Clutch down, come to a stop. Now we're going to do our observations. In the normal run of things, we'll roll up and take the observations and then go, but for now we're going to break it down to 2 bits. So we're checking in both directions, even number of looks both ways. Once we're sure that it's clear, we can get up to speed and not going to affect anybody. We'll take the last look in the direction we're going to go. Now, do you think we can go with this guy coming? I'm not sure. No, we can't. So let's wait for him, but we can get ready while he's coming. When we do move, we're going to go forward to the centre point of this road and then steer to the right. So just gently, again, all-round observation, both directions, final look in the direction we're going. Steer around, holding off on the gas. Once the steering comes straight, check our mirror, accelerate away. So it's fairly simple. So it's just the bits that he needs.
Yeah.
Do you want to try that?
Yeah.
Off you go, right at the end of the road.
So at the end of we're going to bend to the right, and at the end of the road I want you to go right. So middle mirror, right mirror, signal right. Okay, so I just want you to slow down now. So right, so as we're approaching the T-junction, I want you to go about 5 miles an hour.
Again, so you're getting in with speed before we've done the signal in the position.
Yeah.
So think about it in the order which you
So now they've got to do it again, haven't they? Because it all came off, didn't it?
It did. But it's okay to do these things early because remember, you've got to give me time to react.
Yeah.
All good practice.
Yeah.
End of the road, we're going to go right.
So at the end of the road, we're going to go right. So middle mirror, right mirror, signal right. Position yourself left of centre line. You want to be going about, slow right down, about 5 miles an hour. I want you to roll forward to the stop line and stop. Okay, just stop there, that's it. Right, okay, now we're going to do our observations. Yeah, put your handbrake on. Select first gear. Do your observations. Okay, so want to see you look. That way? That way? Are you completely clear? It's happy it's clear?
Yeah.
Okay, so when you're ready to move off, drive to the middle of the road and then start steering right. That's it. Ease off the gas. Ease off the gas. Okay, so position yourself centre of your lane and just glance in your mirror to check what's behind you. Okay.
Okay, keep it up.
So just around this corner, we're going to go right at the end of the road. So middle mirror, signal right. Right, now think of position. You need to be centre of the road. No, you don't. You need to be left of the centre line. So just, yeah. Okay, so your signals come off. Just recheck your mirror and your right mirror. Slow right down, slow right down, slow right down. And I want you to stop. Right, okay. So we're a little bit short of the line there.
All
That's
right.
okay, but I did tell you to stop quite quickly because I thought speed was running away with us.
All right.
Okay, so if you just gently roll forwards and then stop at the position you'd normally stop in. That's it. Is it there? There? Brilliant. Okay, so select first gear. Put your handbrake on. Do your observations. Okay, can you see? Make sure you look both ways. Okay, and when you're content, it's fine to go. That's it. That's it. Well done when you're staring. Okay. So at the end of this road, we're going to go right. So middle mirror, right mirror, signal right. Position yourself left of the centre line. Right, slow right down. Think about slowing down now. About 5 miles an hour. We're going to roll to the end of the road and stop. Okay. That's it. Handbrake on. Into first. Okay, is your handbrake properly on? Yeah. Okay, so have a look both ways. Left, right, left. Look, right, what can you see down there?
Nothing there.
No, there isn't, but you weren't looking, were you?
All right.
Okay, so you need to make sure you look both ways.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so are you happy that you can go?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. So when you get to about the middle, start steering right, ease off the gas, and then just have a look in your mirror. You don't want to go too fast as you set off, do you? Have a look in your mirror. What's happening behind you?
Nothing. Okay, pull over. Tell me about that.
I think I've got a bit better.
What made that one better than the last one?
I got you to roll to the stop line and stop.
Anything else?
I think that one's going downhill, so it all feels faster.
It did. Anything else that got in the way?
I was still talking when I got round the corner.
There's more words here. There was
Yeah.
no wasted words at this one.
Yeah, I felt like I was saying too much. But I didn't know how
Mirror,
to...
signal, position, speed, gear,
Yeah,
look,
yeah,
emerge.
yeah.
So
It's like bullet point, really,
Yeah.
isn't it?
don't waste words. So get used to doing this. You can do it while you're driving around.
Yeah.
Talk yourself through it.
Well, that's what I've been practicing, because when I first did this on my first lesson, I was absolutely pants.
Everybody is. Everybody is the first time they do it. It's just like carnage. You're like, what's
Yeah.
going on here?
You can tell I have been practicing, because I say it, but I do feel a little bit like I'm saying it and not making sure it's happening.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah,
I'm just saying it, but it's not.
Well, I think what we tend to do is when we're out practicing it on our own, we talk about it when we're doing it or just immediately before we do it. What you've got to do is talk about it a little bit further back than that, to give yourself time to see it, them to hear it, to do something, you to spot that it's happened.
Yeah.
So that's even further back.
Yeah.
So it's, and if you're way too early, it doesn't matter. On those first few attempts, if you're coming up ridiculously slow, that's better than being too quick.
Well, I did. I practiced this on my husband, and I ended up saying it all too quick, and I did tell him that he had to do exactly what I told him. And he put the signal on far too soon, and I was like, oh. And then I didn't know what to do then. I was like, and he says, well, I was signalling way too soon. I mean, it wasn't a problem for anyone, because there was no roads to the left anyway.
And that's okay.
But it was too soon.
Yeah. But it's just finding the balance, isn't it? Now, the guy's not going to jerk you around too much, but you need to give yourself time to see it and give him time to do it. So, you know, get used to talking yourself through doing it, but say something, pause, then do it. Say something, pause, then do it. Say something, pause, then do it. So you've got time. And yet what you're doing is, in effect, you're forcing your talk through further back from what it is that you're talking through. Yeah. If that makes sense. And it's all part of the maintaining control thing. You're making sure things happen in the way that you want them to happen. Now that's something you can practice a lot of. And we can do as much or as little work on this kind of stuff as you like, really, to get it to work the way you want it to work. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
What would you like to do now?
I don't know.
Just stop picking on me. Let me go home and have a lie down.
No.
But we need to really look now at as we run in, you know, looking at test dates and things. We need to start looking at some specific exercises, not necessarily PST exercises, but specific things that you're thinking, I really could do with feeling a bit more confident about that.
Yeah.
I really could do with being a bit better at that. I could do with this or that or the other. And working out what it is that you need to do.
I think clutch control.
Okay.
Also, I felt like, I don't know whether it's because I'm trying to get my words out, like this exercise we were just doing now, I'd have preferred to do it loads slower. But obviously when you're out on the road, they're not necessarily going to go any slower for you. Even if you ask them, you might be going too slow for... I mean, when you see learner drivers, you do see them creeping around the corner. But I just get the feeling that on the exam, whenever we do practices like this, it's not done as slow as we see people doing it. You know,
why would that be the case, do you think?
Because of the exam. Because the exam's not going to be that slow. Whereas I'd prefer to slow them right down and just like trickle around.
Well, why not do that?
Well, I don't know whether they would.
They'll do what you're telling them to do.
But then wouldn't that be cause, won't they say, yeah, but you're actually causing an issue there with hesitancy?
On your first couple of attempts, does it hurt to do it ridiculously slow? I don't think it does. You've got an L plate on the top, remember? So people are expecting you to be a bit slower. So I don't think that hurts. You know, on these first attempts, obviously we're going to come in a lot slower than we will do later. But it's just so to make sure we get all the routines right. And he's probably going to be okay with his mirror signal maneuver routine on the way in, but just in case he isn't, just get him to kill the speed. You've bought yourself a bit of time. As long as you're not constantly doing it at that speed as he's developing.
Well,
you're handing stuff over to him, then you should be able to do it.
Yeah. What about, 10 miles an hour? Would that be acceptable to do it all in, do you think?
Well, let's have a try that and see what happens.
Okay, then. Okay.
You do it in the way that you're thinking you need to, and then we'll see where we're at.
Okay. So, just around this corner, it bends around, we're going to go right at the end of the road.
Okay.
So, I want you to go a lot slower. So, bring your speed down to 10 miles an hour.
What, here?
So, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Check your mirror first, you should have. Sorry. Check your mirror, right mirror, signal right. Bring your speed down, that's it. Right, now we've got time to think about what we're going to do.
Alright.
So, position yourself left of centre line. That's it, that's about right, good.
It feels very slow, this.
Yeah, but that's okay, we've got time to think about it. So, just roll to the end of the road and then I want you to stop. So, clutch down, brake, stop. Oh, sorry, roll there and brake, yeah. Okay, now, what do you think about this position? How do you feel about it?
I've got the bottom of that line to walk, yeah.
That's right, yeah.
See it as well.
Okay, you can see. So do your observation. You need to make sure you're in first gear.
Yeah.
Be prepared to move off. That's it. I know you've not put your handbrake on, which you could probably do with doing. I know.
Okay.
I know there's nothing coming, but we want to talk about this. So we need to do it slowly, don't we?
Okay.
So if we do as if you'd had to stop, then that's what we're doing.
Oh,
so
yeah, fair
put your
enough.
handbrake on.
Yeah.
Into first. Be prepared to move. Check your observations. Okay. Is there anything coming?
No.
No? Okay. Is it safe to go?
I think so.
Okay. Right. Well, off we go and then steer now. That's it. Okay, and straighten up. That's it. Well done. Ease off the gas. Just check your mirror. Because you want a continual assessment, don't you? Okay, so at the end of this road, we're going to go right. So, middle mirror, right mirror, signal right. And now bring your speed right down to about 5 miles an hour. Okay. Alright, so go around. And then I want you to roll to the stop line and stop. Okay. So that's it. Clutch down and brake. That's it. Now do your observation. Put your handbrake on. Into first gear. Okay. Do your observations. Right. Left, right, left. Okay. So, and then start steering about halfway over. And then just off your gas and check your middle mirror. See what's happening behind you.
So tell me about that.
That felt better. I felt more in control.
Okay. Were we that slow? Really?
Not massively, no.
No. We've probably got to the junction 5 seconds later than we would have done if we carried on. It's not a big deal, is it?
No.
Really?
No.
But what does it give you? What does it gain you? What are you able to do then?
I felt better. I felt like
Okay.
I was more in control. I might have to take a coat off. I felt more in
It's a
control.
little more, but it's just
Yeah, I felt more in control.
Okay.
I felt like I had more time to say what I wanted to say.
Well, these are the moments on exam that give you the
Yeah.
because you run out of time and say, oh my god, I can't say anything, and then stuff gets missed, and then you want to remind them about something, and now you've run out of more time.
Yeah.
And of course, again, the speed can have an impact. Just like it can on a manoeuvre,
Yeah.
speed here can cause you issues.
Yeah.
So if there's any doubt in your mind, get the speed up.
Yeah.
Just slow him down.
Yeah.
And it's okay, so, you know, you may then have done it in the wrong order. You know, you've taught them about speed before you taught them about position, but at least you've bought yourself some time.
Yeah.
So if you get that feeling where it's like, oh, God, just slow him
Yeah.
down, slow him
Yeah.
down. On the first attempt at anything, less speed is never, well, I'm not going to say it's never going to be hurtful, because if you're doing a progress thing, but you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're buying yourself that little bit more time to do what you need to do.
Yeah.
You need to turn that off, because that is getting really quite warm now, isn't it?
Yeah, well, that was something actually that's interesting you should say that, because that's something I've been conscious of before. Not mentioning the speed in the wrong order.
Mm-hmm.
Is that really bad? Because
If you continually did it, yes. But if you're just doing it to buy yourself a little bit of time, but you might say, look, we're going to come in here really quite slow. So you might set it up that way. On these first couple of attempts, we're going to come in slower than we would do normally, just to give ourselves time to get everything right. Oh, okay.
Right.
If you've set it up that way, that's fine.
Right.
And then do what you need to do.
But they might then play around with that because they know that I've made an issue out of the speed.
They might, but then you've got time to do it, haven't you?
Yeah. But they might think, oh, well, I'm going to come in too fast.
No, if you tell him to slow down, he won't speed up.
Right, okay.
He'll not go against a command that you've given him.
Right.
That would be unsafe.
Okay. But, I mean...
Learn a driver, mate.
Yeah. But, like, 5 miles an hour, if that's what we were doing then... That,
Well, we were. You said 5 miles an hour, and
Yeah.
I dropped it to 5. Were we too slow?
No, I don't think
It's
so.
all right.
But it was all right for me. So I'm all right then to say to him, right, we're going to approach this at about 5 miles an hour to give you time.
As long as you're not doing that from a long way back,
No.
then you're all right.
Yeah, okay.
So it's as with everything, isn't it? It's balance. It's
Yeah.
just finding the right, I suppose, the right mix of things, and the right approach that's working for him, and more importantly, that's working for you.
Okay.
If you're finding things where you're thinking, oh, that's not really working, then you've got to do something else.
Yeah, okay. So the possible things that could have happened there, gosh, it's endless, isn't it? They could be messing about with not doing their observations properly.
As we came, I can't remember which one it was, I actually engaged in a bit of conversation on the approach to one of them, and you had time to do it.
What did you do, sorry?
I can't remember what I asked you now. I said, well, as slow as this? This feels really slow. And you say, yeah, that's okay, we'll get used to it. So you had time to do that
Yeah.
because you were travelling so slow,
Yeah.
which is why I did it. I wanted to make the point.
Ah, right.
Nothing's ever wasted.
No.
So if you've bought time, you're never going to relax, but
No.
you're not going to be as uptight or as tense or as feeling as hopeless as you can do
Yeah.
if you run out of time.
Yeah.
Because then it's just like, oh, God.
Yeah.
And that head in the hands moment is only just a moment away, isn't it?
Yeah.
When you're feeling that horrible, overwhelming feeling that can come
Yeah.
across you sometimes when you've lost it
Yeah.
and you're trying to get it back
Yeah.
and you can't because there's all sorts of stuff happening.
Yeah.
And they're the moments where it never seems to occur to us just to go, just pull over. Just give me a minute. Just hang on a second. Yeah. Oh. Or when we're on a manoeuvre, just stop. Just hang on a second. Let me think what I need to do here. Okay, this is what he's done. This is what right. Okay. Now, what we're going to do is, and then you're back in control. And it only takes a few seconds to get that equilibrium back.
Right.
But if you're still active in trying to fight fires on what's going to, you'll never regain that equilibrium because the balance is constantly tipped in his favour.
Yeah.
We're just buying yourself that time or getting them to stop on a manoeuvre. You've got clear blue thinking time now, and I think that's really important. So we have a cup of tea and review.
Yeah.
This is an issue for a lot of people.
Is it?
It is. And it's to do with not having developed the right feel for the clutch in the first place. The vast majority of drivers don't understand what's going on.
Yeah.
And I mean, in the level of, they know the physics of it, they can make it happen, but when it comes to micromanaging what's happening with the vehicle at slow speed, they don't necessarily have not what it takes, but what they need. So, as an experiment, I'll put the video recorder on, we might get rid of it. Stick the clutch to the floor on your side. And what we'll do is, I'll set a little bit of gas.
Right.
You find the bite.
Okay.
And let me know when you think you've got it.
Starting now.
Get it to the point where the car's going to stand still.
About there.
So make the car stand still.
About there.
Now take it down and bring it back to that point. So do you see we're not quite finding exactly the point?
Yeah.
Take it down and bring it back up. Now make the car go forward at about 1/10 of a mile an hour. As the speed picks up, adjust it so that it stays really slow.
Yeah.
Just
So
keep doing it. Keep playing around with it.
I can do it physically. I just can't explain it.
Okay. Let's just keep it this for a second. I'd like to take the car forward and stop it with the nose of the car level with that lamppost.
That lamppost. Gently stop it.
Just using the clutch.
Out there.
Oh, we stopped.
Yeah.
Now take it forward and stop it next to the tree.
How fast?
You decide.
It's on a slight hill.
It is. And what I'd like you to do is to take the car forward and stop with the nose of it level with that path. I want you to tell me what you're doing to make that happen.
Right, so I've got to describe to you now what I'm doing. So I'm gently lifting it up.
How much?
Probably about a £1 coin.
Okay, that's a bit quick. Make it slow down. Tell me what you did to make it slow down.
Put my foot back down again.
How much?
Less than a £1 coin.
Oh, okay.
Because I'm controlling it over this bump.
And then bring it to a stop next to the path and tell me what you're doing to bring it to a stop next to the path.
Do you want me to go a bit faster?
No, whatever speed you like. Tell me the process that's going on. Tell me what you did there.
Well, I put it back down because it ran away with itself a little bit.
Oh, okay.
So I'm like controlling the speed through.
You are.
So pushing it down, slowing it down, and then.
In percentage terms.
Percentage terms.
100% is totally and utterly in control of every aspect, and 0 is none. Tell me where you are.
100%.
Right.
In control, yeah.
Okay. So
Apart from bumps, I suppose that might come into it a bit, but then you alter.
Tell me what's happening
what
now.
you're doing. It's slowing down a bit, so now I'm thinking probably need to lift it up a little bit, but I don't want to lift it up too much because then it might just run away with itself.
Okay, so how much are you lifting up? Stop next to the lamppost. Tell me what you're doing when you're doing that.
About pound coin thickness, maybe.
Okay.
I'll stop here.
Now what I'd like you to do is to take the car forward a little bit and pick a place that you're going to stop at, and then instead of using a pound coin, just tell me physically what you're doing. Don't give me a measurement, just tell me what's happening.
Right,
physically
okay.
with your feet.
Okay. Do you think I'll upset that man if I stop outside his house?
I don't think he's seen you. So tell me physically what's going on here.
So I need a better way of describing this, I think.
So what's happening with your foot?
It's moving up and down.
Okay, tell me about that then.
Well, it's coming off the pedal. No, it's not coming off the pedal.
Is up and down not a good way of describing it?
Yeah. A little bit down, a little bit up, a little bit down, a little bit up.
Go on then, tell me about that. Tell me what you're doing.
A little bit up, now a little bit down.
Make it go a bit slower.
Slower.
So what have you done with your foot to make that happen?
Pushed it down a bit.
A bit? How much of a bit?
I don't know, maybe a piece of cardboard.
Okay.
That could be various thickness, couldn't
So it's a
it?
case of thinking. So you've got it stopped there. If you want the car to move away fairly slowly, how much are you going to bring the clutch up?
Just a little bit.
Okay.
Just about a pound coin thickness.
Okay.
But it's when the gas comes into the equation as well.
But how much gas you got on?
Yeah.
That's quite surprising for people sometimes.
Yeah,
Because the gas sets the
it's
power.
about the plates, isn't it? The clutch is the plates. And
This is regulating how much power gets through the wheels.
Yeah. So it's the clutch. You see, people think it's the gas, isn't it, that makes the car go, but actually it's the clutch coming up that makes the
Gas
car
sets
go.
the power. The clutch regulates how much gets through.
Yeah.
So what we'll do is I'll just take that back off you.
Oh, that feels weird.
Go a little bit further this way so I can reverse back into this corner.
So now I need to be able to describe that to you.
Correct. So use the most simple language you can, then you're not going to forget it when you're under pressure.
Right. And I need to stop putting little words in between.
Yes. Because that robs you of time to say what you need to say. Now I'm going to test that a little bit more now by doing it on a steeper hill. I've got no idea if this is going to work or not, but it just seems that
Yeah.
helping you to understand a little bit better exactly what's going on is not going to hurt.
Yeah.
So, I'll give you the clutch.
I need the brake.
I'll set a little bit of power.
Right. So
Tell me what you just did.
That's biting point.
Okay, take it back down. This time, talk yourself through doing it.
Okay, so I'm covering my brake because we're on a hill and we're not going to handbrake on. And I'm gently bringing up the clutch till I can feel the biting point.
How do you feel that?
Well, I know that I'm nearly there because I can hear the engine drop.
All right.
But it's not adequate enough to move if I want to move forward.
So what would you need to do that?
Bring it up slightly.
How much?
Pound coin finger.
Okay, try that.
Okay, so I've done that now. It's still probably not enough to move us forward.
Okay, how will you know if it's enough?
Because I'll know.
Okay.
Because I'll feel it. Alright, yeah, I know how I'll know. Because the back of the car might drop a bit.
Okay. Let's try that then and see.
I'll see this on camera because I did spot it. Will the engines drop more? It's pulling.
Okay. So let the brake go and see what happens. So bring the car to a stop. And find that biting point and then make any adjustments. So come up to where you think the bite is. Let go of the brake. And any adjustments now are just with the clutch.
Right, so if I want to go
Forward, stop, forward, stop, forward, stop.
You see, if I was teaching someone, I'd want to do this with them. Like, you know, you're teaching me. But you won't get this opportunity on an exam, would you? To do all this. Or would you?
Create opportunities.
It does quite a lot, the clutch, in a way. Like, it does more than you think. That you know.
Clutch control is key to being a good driver.
Yeah.
Understanding what's happening in the car.
Well, I must admit,
So,
I have, since I've been trying to do some of my manoeuvres.
I'll take control now.
Got it.
Talk me through doing what you've just done.
So.
Sorry, you were going to say something.
Yeah, it's all right. Since I've been doing some of my manoeuvres with my clutch, and I've got a different car as well, and so I had to learn the new clutch position, and in the car that I've got, the clutch is really high. But I've been using my clutch more than setting my gas, whereas before I used to set my gas a bit more and then use the clutch. But now I actually use my clutch far more in a way than relying or thinking I need my gas.
If I can ask you a favour, what I'd like you to ponder before Friday is how much of this you think we could have done at part 2, and would it have helped you? Because I'm considering rolling this kind of detailed talk through, not just in the commentary drive, but this level of detailed talk through into part 2.
Yeah, I think that would probably help.
So have a little ponder on that.
Yeah.
So clutch controls, if you can get somebody to understand that, because you can't teach clutch control.
No, it's just, you feel it. Yeah, you feel it. But that's why I'm struggling with teaching it, because I know it's what I feel. And you know, I've always been quite good at doing clutch control. It's never really, but it's describing it that I'm struggling with. Describing and remembering gas.
Now, remember,
clutch,
we're not
brake.
trying to get this guy to develop feel, because he already has it.
Yeah.
We're trying to show him that we have an instructional process that'll get him to where it needs to be.
Yeah.
So the feel that's connected with that level of clutch control, is that the same when I'm doing it as when you're doing it?
Yeah, it will be for you, won't it? It will be.
Well, let's see how it is for you, shall we? We'll give that a go?
Yeah.
Talk me through it.
Right, so.
I'll only do what you tell me to do.
Okay then. I've got to, see, straight away I'm thinking, right, I've got to really think about this. I'm struggling with this. So, set the gas. So just press your foot on the gas pedal so that you can hear a nice hum. Now that's too much. So back off at a pound coin thickness, about there. So keep your right foot still. Right, let's see, this is where I was going wrong yesterday. So you need to keep your right foot still. Don't move it. Right. So now you clutch. So you're already in first, right? Okay. So you clutch now. Gently bring your clutch up, very, very slowly, listening to it all the time. Right, there you go. There's the biting point. No, you're too much. So now I'm panicking, thinking, oh no, what do I do? So if you put your clutch down a little bit more, now bring it up a bit. Up a bit. No, it's too much. Put it back down again. Right, bring it up a pound coin. There, no, that's too much. About there. Right, now release your handbrake.
Now then, here's a key one, a little handy hint.
But we st-
If we've got this right,
We'll
when you let go of the
stand
handbrake, the car won't move.
Yeah,
But there's a chance it might.
yes.
So what can you do about that?
Panic.
That's one option. Is it one we want?
Cover the brake yourself.
Correct.
Oh
So if
my
it goes
God.
wrong,
Yeah.
you're on it.
I keep forgetting about these pedals. I don't think it will. I'm convinced you will keep still. If you kept your feet still, I think we'll keep still. Bob on.
Because you felt it.
Yeah.
Now then, let's assume that I've not quite got it right.
Yeah. See, that sounds too much. Oh, I see. I thought that. Ah, that's it. I thought it sounded too much.
It's similar.
Yeah.
Because there, it's straining, but it's not.
See, I thought it sounded for some reason that your gas was on more for some reason.
It's because I took the clutch down a bit, releasing the engine. So,
Right. That's what I'm getting confused.
So when we are here, there's the bike.
Yeah.
If I take that down,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
there's the engine.
I'm listening to that change and I'm thinking, is
But
that
my
the
foot
gas
is
that's
still here.
moved? Yeah. That's where I'm confused.
Okay.
I'm confused with the different engine tone and what the difference in the engine tone has been a result of. Is it because you've moved your foot on the gas, or is it because you've moved your foot on the clutch?
So let's assume you're not sure.
Yeah.
What can you do about it?
Get them to start again. But that won't help you unless you can iron it out.
But
you might
you'll
still do
know
it again.
straight away, won't you? You'll know what it is. Because if you're thinking he's revved the engine and he hasn't, it's because he's pushed the clutch down.
Yeah.
You've eliminated that, haven't you? Because you're
Yeah.
starting from scratch. It's only going to take you a nanosecond.
Yeah.
Okay, let's just start again.
Right. Okay.
Clutch down into first.
Yeah. So
Set
clutch
the
down
gas.
into
So
first.
I'll
You've
do
got your
that bit.
handbrake on. So set your gas.
I won't play around with that. It's
Right.
where you wanted it
Okay.
before. So it's bang on 1,000.
Right. Okay. So now gently lift up your clutch. Right there. That's too much. You'll move forward. So if you put your clutch gently back down again, pound coin thickness. Right. Keep there. Keep your feet still. Keep your feet still. Now take your handbrake off. I thought we might roll back. Okay. Reacted then.
So, now what can you do now?
Right. So this time put your handbrake back on.
Just get me to adjust it. You've got control. It ain't
No.
going anywhere.
Okay.
So it's not quite up far enough, is it?
All right. So
So we roll
Yeah.
back, so we need a bit more clutch up.
Bit
Only a
more
little bit,
clutch
so
up.
lift it up a teeny
yeah.
bit.
See
Hold
then
it
though,
still.
I had to think for a minute. What do we need?
But you've got space and time now, haven't you?
Yeah. So
'Cause
you
you've
need
got
to
it.
bring up your clutch a bit more.
So let's test that again. This time, we're spot on.
Yeah. Yeah.
But you've got control now.
Yeah.
And you're not having to rush your words out.
Yeah. Yeah.
So put the brake back on.
Okay.
So let's assume I've come to here. And you let go of the brake.
Right. We will go. I'm not sure where we'll go.
Go forward a little bit.
Oh,
There we go. So just talk me through what I need to do.
okay. So you need to put your clutch down a bit, and then bring it up again. Bring it up again. That's it. About there. And then bring it. Oh, I'm not sure.
So what's your options?
I'm thinking up, down, back, forward.
So you've taken the right option, you've put the brake on.
Oh yeah, I did it without thinking.
Now you've bought yourself a load of time. So I've got you on the brake, don't
Yeah.
worry about it. Okay, so what we're doing here is we're going a little bit too far up, a little bit too far down. We're moving the clutch up and down too much. So make smaller movements while we're adjusting.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
But you bought the time because you've got your foot in the brake there.
Yeah.
That's perfect use of the dual control.
Yeah.
Buying yourself time, you're keeping everybody safe.
Yeah.
But do be sure you let them know that you've done it.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, definitely.
Is that a strategy you
Yeah.
could probably use, do you think?
Yeah. Yeah.
We'll try that again?
Yeah.
Okay,
Because
so in first, set the gas.
I had to think, and I didn't know the answer. You know, just
If
then.
you don't know the answer,
Yeah.
stop the car.
Yeah.
Find the answer, start again.
Right.
Now that buys you the time.
Right. Okay.
So
So,
set the gas. We're in first, set the gas.
gas
Clutch
is
it down.
staying exactly still.
Yeah.
Paranoid about this gas moving, aren't I? Right. So, all right. So I need you to now take your foot off the clutch. So no. That's wrong words to use.
It's okay. corrected before I did it.
Lift your foot up off the clutch gently and slowly.
Always start with gently and slowly, or slowly and gently. Slowly. If you say lift the clutch up slowly, by the time you're going and slowly, it'll be up.
Right, okay.
If I'm being totally pedantic.
Right,
okay,
so
back to you.
Slowly and gently. Or would you say pound coin thickness at a time?
Just bring it up till you notice something different. You've got control there. It's not going to go anywhere. If he brings it up too far and it stalls, oh.
Yeah.
Okay, now we've stalled. Why do you think that happened? I don't know. It's because we brought the clutch up too much. So we're going in neutral.
Yeah.
Make sure we're safe, handbrake neutral.
Yeah.
Start the engine. What am I going to go with that?
Yeah.
Set the gas.
Yeah. Okay.
And I'm ready to come up again.
Okay. So set the gas for me. That's it. And now gently and slowly bring your clutch up.
But not as far as before.
But not as but not as far as before.
How's that? Is that alright?
No, what I want you to do is just gently press that back down again, because if we set off now we'd be going too fast.
Oh, would we? Alright.
Yeah, so gently bring your clutch up again. Right, no, back down again. So use smaller, what did you say before?
Just smaller movements.
Smaller movements, yeah. Smaller movements.
Keep it simple.
Yeah.
So how confident are you now that if I let go of the handbrake, the car's going to stand still? Do you think it's where it needs to be?
Yeah, I think it is, yeah.
You're exactly right.
Oh,
just a teeny. Well, how about now?
Yeah, that's better. There you go, bob on.
So you can feel it from that side, can't you?
Yeah.
So it doesn't feel right. Oh, hang on, that's not quite right.
Yeah.
If you do need to make some adjustments, if I'm just moving away this slow, then you're alright. You can just clutch down a teeny bit, tiny bit. That's it, up a little bit, down a bit. Find that balance point. That's it there. So that's the bite. Now we've got control. If we want the car to move, we want it to move really slow, we bring it up a teeny bit. We want it to move faster, we bring it up a little bit more. So we're regulating the power. So you're buying yourself time. Then you're not going to feel as hopeless, you're not going to feel as out of control, because you've got the power now.
Yeah.
No, wag on a sound.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
So how many of the manoeuvres during the test might you be able to use this exercise, and for how long would you continue with it?
Till it's fixed.
Right.
Well, you've seen very quickly you're in control immediately, aren't you?
Yeah.
But if you give him the right command, he'll do what you ask him to do. Up a bit, down a bit, up a bit, down. No, that's it. No, hang on, I've put the brake on there. We're coming up and down too much.
Yeah.
Smaller movements. We're just balancing it. Just nibble at it.
Nibble at it.
You're biting at the minute. Nibble.
Right. So you can use that term.
Whatever.
'Cause
I know it's a term that they do use.
Oh, is it? I quite like that term.
Don't bite at it. Take a nibble, 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 until you just find it so that it balances.
Yeah.
So we've got the car totally under control. Oh, right.
Yeah.
That's it.
Just
That's your
nibble,
bite.
Nibble, nibble.
Now, once you've taught somebody that way, and they've discovered the feel for it, you never lose it. And they become drivers who are in control of the car. The car is not controlling them, if that makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
Happy?
Yeah. A lot happier. I think it's just remembering, because I keep getting confused sometimes with my pedals even still. And I don't know why, because I've been doing it for years. But I think when you're
never talk about it, though, do you?
No, you don't talk about it. And I guess when you're under a bit of pressure, you're more likely to say the wrong thing, aren't you?
Get your words muddled.
Yeah.
It happens. Yeah. So what we're doing here with these little exercises, it's just getting yourself back on an even keel and just thinking, right, okay, hang on a minute, what do I need to do here? What the hell's going on here?
Yeah.
What's next? What do I need to do?
But it was interesting that, because when you're in the thick of the moment and you're under a bit of pressure, that's like finer detail, isn't it? You're hearing an engine tone change, and sometimes it's difficult to diagnose what's actually happened in your foot area for that engine change to have happened. Is it that you put a little bit more gas on?
Well,
it's fractional, isn't it?
But
or is it because your clutch has come up a bit more?
If you let go of the handbrake at that point, the car stands still, you know it's right. If it's moving, you've got the option of jumping in on that, or instructing him, up a teeny bit, down a teeny bit. Little bit, big bit, little bit, little bit less, little bit more.
Yeah.
Just very ordinary language that conveys the message.
Right.
And he will comply.
Yeah.
He won't be really, really awkward. But you can see how that might cause you an issue if you think there's more gas being put on and it's not. It's the clutch going down.
It's the clutch going down, changing the tone.
So there's some little exercises you can do as well. You know, get your husband to help. Get him to hold it still and mess around with the clutch. And then get him to change something. Let's have a...
Get used to telling him.
So if I come to here... Whoops. if I come to here
Yeah.
and you're saying, no, take the clutch down a little bit, and I do that. If I put more gas on, it's a very different feel, isn't it?
Yeah.
So if we hold it still, so if I do, that engine's still under load,
Yeah.
where that isn't.
No. Yeah, I'm with you.
Is that,
Yeah,
can you sense the difference there?
Yeah, I
I
can.
mean, that won't come across on video, of course.
No, but I think when you're actually really concentrating on that specific thing, it is more obvious. But when you've got everything else going on as well, and the circumstances that you're in, you might just overlook that slightly.
I think this is why it's important sometimes to stop and isolate a particular problem, fix it,
Yeah.
then the next one, then the next one, and
Yeah.
you'll eliminate it.
Yeah.
And then that one's gone from the
Yeah.
scenario, and eventually you'll eliminate almost all of them,
Yeah.
as long as you eliminate most of them.
There's lots of pin pricking things though, isn't there, to
There is.
scrutinise and.
So that, I think hopefully that's given you some
Yeah,
food for thought to
it
go away
has.
and think, okay, next time we're together, I want to work on this,
Yeah.
and this, and there's this bit here
Yeah.
that I'm still not 100% about.
Yeah.
And there's this.
Yeah.
I'm okay with that. I'm not bothered about that or that or that. And it may well be that you're plucking little bits from each of the exercises and just saying,
Yeah.
I want to do some work on that.
Yeah.
When you're thinking about these things, think about how do you want to feel at the end of that exercise?
Yeah.
What is it you're looking for? Do you want to feel more confident? Do you want to feel more fluent? Do you want to feel more in control?
Yeah.
And in that way, we get an accurate measure. I can't measure it, only you can, because it's happening inside your mind. So if you've got an idea, I want to work on this, and this is how I want to feel at the end of it, then we know, because then we can say, do you feel that way? I do. Job done.
I think out of this little exercise now, I'll go home and I'll be thinking, right, I probably want to practice it a little bit on someone, and but also think about the words that I'm going to use to describe it, and maybe like taking from all of today, bullet point words, rather than trying to actually physically describe it, because I tend to use a lot of words when I probably don't need to. Make it more accurate. The words that I use, make them effective and accurate.
Okay.
I think.
Keep it simple, stupid.
Yeah.
Simple's always better.
But nibbling rather than biting. I mean, is that why they call it the biting point?
I've got no idea. But nibbling, it's very descriptive, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, if you chew at it, just have a
Yeah.
little, just nibble, just like teeny little.
Stop
segments.
scoffing it.
Okay, right. Cup of tea time.
Yeah.